Hi, buddy. We're gonna watch a video on why MacBooks are too expensive. All right. We're gonna roast MacBooks. Ready?
$1,000 Mac Pro, let's be fucking real. But it's a pretty pricey build that's workstation oriented. And you know, so far and so forth, it's performing a little better than an off-the-shelf Mac that I could get at Apple. See, one of the things you gotta learn here is if we can go on a fucking safari, boys and girls, all right? I mean, if we're on the Macintosh, might as well use their fucking lineup, right? Now, as you can see, all right, they're trying to sell me an iPhone 11. I'm okay with the iPhone 11. Hell, I bought a couple in my life. I even bought an iPad. It's the Mac category that I care a lot about. And when you go to the Mac category, whew, what is this? MacBook Pro, the best for the brightest. Ooh, let's buy it. Let's see how bright we are. Ooh, let's go. Let's go into that. 16-inch or 13-inch? I know, man. I'm gonna have to think about it. I mean, bigger the better, right? Let's go for it. 2.3 gigahertz, 8-core processor. Like, I'm not shitting on no AMD fellers out there, but let's be real here. Even AMD guys know that that's not the card you want for a fucking 2.7K laptop, let's be sure. But Muda, it's got an Intel i9 2.3 gigahertz processor, turbos up to 4.8. Radeon, I can't get over it, 16 gigs of RAM, and a terabyte storage. And you got a Retina display and Touch ID.
My computer's better than that,
goddamn,
and it's like
Buckaroo, you're really
$1,700
stepping in that
cheaper.
fucking market category, aren't you? But you know what else? I want to go to that Pro side real quick, so let's fire that back up real quick. You can either get the Rack or the Pro. The Rack isn't available, so let's go see the Pro.
I want you to review these things.
All right, they give you a
Like, get a Radeon Threadripper.
core Intel Xeon W processor. Can I just remind the audience real quick that
Radeon
that
Threadrippers are the
processor
best
isn't exactly
CPUs you
the
can
most
buy right
impressive
now.
shit out there. See, at the
On
end of
mass
the day,
market.
that processor that you can get, there are desktop processors out there that give you more bang for your buck. This is like a little old in my opinion. Don't let the name fool you or anything. Just benchmarking this aside, maybe specialized workflows would be better, but for the most part, an off-the-shelf processor you're getting, usually the highest end, is a little bit better than this shit. Don't let them fool you. Oh, but Muda, if you pay $7,000 extra, they give you the 28-core Intel Xeon. They make Ryzen Threadrippers that put this shit to shame, boys and girls. Remember that. For less price than there are Ryzen builds I can get you that cost as much as the fucking upgrade that are stellar. Oh, but you want 1.5 terabytes of memory? That might be the best price thing they have, 25 grand, believe it or not. But still, when you add everything up, not really. Two Radeon Pro Vegas. Basically, if you go this option, 10 grand, you're getting 4 GPUs because this is a real GPU wafer. Still,
Getting back.
for 10 grand, let's see, used car. or fucking 4 GPUs. I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to think about it. You know, NVIDIA is outclassing any of these GPUs anyways, so why the fuck am I going this way? I don't know. 8 terabytes of storage for $2,600. You can go fuck yourself. Oh, an afterburner card for those ProRes codecs. Just use Avid's codecs, all right? Please, don't fool yourself. Oh, but you want the stainless steel frame with the wheels for $400? Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I just love burning money. At least give the software for free to make it look like some fucking good deal. But you know what? For $6,000, is that Mac worth it? Ooh, well, the answer is a surprising no. Now I've been spending some time at the fucking glory hole lately, you know, giving head for nickels and shit, and I managed to get me one of these little crappy Mac Minis that you kind of need a real Mac to build the Mac VM. You don't really, I mean, it's piracy at that point, but I had to get a real Mac to make a little bootable drive. But this pile of shit, that can go fuck itself. And I mean that's really what it is. This Mac runs better. It's got 16 fucking cores to it, about 24 gigs of RAM, and a very
32.
decent AMD Radeon graphic card powering it. I mean, it's better than what you're getting off the shelf for literally 50% less of what I would pay for an actual Mac. Now, Mac users always like to tell me, "Oh, Moody, you ain't doing your job right. You got to use a fucking Mac device to actually edit your videos." Well, let me guide you through. I've been using some of Premiere Pro. And you know what? Everyone tells me to use this Final Cut nonsense, and I'll just fire it up real quick for all the audience here. Why not? Let's go look around as much as we can. Here we go. Now, you know what? I'm not saying this is a terrible, editing setup. I get if you were, editing your vacation videos, maybe your brother cheaped out on his wedding and told you, you know what? You edit the fucking wedding video, and maybe you might pull a half-decent job out of here. But in the big boy world of video editing, no one uses this Final Cut Pro 10 garbage. They use shit like Creative Cloud, or they use Avid Media Composer, 2 NLEs that are available on Windows anyway. So no, you don't need a fucking Mac anymore. And Final Cut, let me give you a blanket review of it. If I wanted to smash my head against the wall, I would use Final Cut. If I wanted to have the most unintuitive way of editing, I would use Final Cut Pro. And if I just wanted to not do my job properly and go homeless, I would use Final Cut Pro. That's my glaring reviews that you're getting, okay? And you know what? I'm gonna tell it like it is. So now that we've got productivity out of the fucking way, what else? Can you browse the web? Well, yes, we just did that. Can you write Word documents? If you're spending over $1,000, $2,000 on a product like this, you best fucking bet you can write a fancy-ass Word document. Don't get me wrong. Are you still intelligent after that? Debatable. I still consider that to be troglodyte status. But hey, what am I? But a fucking poor ass editor editing on a shitty PC, right? All right. Dude, it's fucking stupid. Alright, so gaming on a Mac is entirely possible, boys and girls. In fact, earlier I was playing some Fortnite, so yeah, you got some Fortnite, you got some Minecraft, you got some Roblox, everything a fucking growing boy needs. In fact, I even fired up Steam to play one of my favorite games, Splinter Cell Conviction, and would you look at that? 32-bit applications ain't supported. It's almost like backwards compatibility. That's just a feature. Mac is watching out for you. Who wants to use older programs? Am I right? Move on with the times, kiddos. Now, even more so than that, yes, I know Steam exists, but Apple themselves have a really amazing library of video games that one can actually get their hands on. If you go to the Apple Arcade, they have some fancy new games for you to get into. I mean, you can play amazing games like Shadow the Tomb Raider, which is great, by the way, amazing. But given what Mac sells you as hardware, I doubt you could even max this game out properly, without PC hardware kind of fucking powering it. Oh, hell yeah. Jelly Juice? Sign me up, dude. I always want to play a sweet, juicy Match 3 game. At least the download speeds are fucking decent. To think there's somebody who actually actively plays this game really hurts me deep inside on an actual level. I'm not going to kid with you on that. This is actually fucking depressing. All right, let's just wipe that shit out of the fucking inventory real quick. Of course I want to delete that garbage. Now, something that always cups my butt cheeks about Macintosh devices is I like to consider them the Fisher-Price of computing. You know, Macs are designed, I think Apple considers the basic audience for this to be fucking fetuses, because there's like 17 different windows a person has to go through to do something on a Mac that you could do in a command line on Linux, or like one window on Windows, ironically. But ladies and gentlemen, the thing that I cannot stand with this device is how much it treats me like a fucking child. Look, Apple, if I want to buy a product for $2,000, yes, I've done it, but if I want to change a basic setting, I shouldn't have to click the padlock, enter the password, change a bunch of settings around, close the padlock, close. You understand? Already we've went through like 17 steps that we didn't fucking need, but here we went through it, all right? And that's just what it comes down to. See, I like to consider the entire system for babies. Anytime you want to do power user activities, you're probably going to have to go through like 20 setup phases to actually do it on an Apple product compared to other products out there. Listen, Apple, I'm a big boy now. Trust me, I know you're watching out for me. I get it. But I think I know how to use a fucking computer these days. Don't worry about it. And you know, it's okay if they design that shit for grandmothers, but just give me an option when I start the computer. Ask me, do I know about computers? Or do I not know about computers? Okay, if I answer that I know, don't fucking stop me every step of the way. Now, everyone always tells me, oh, Muda, but Macs aren't slow. Yeah, this VM ain't slow, but you try picking up some off-the-shelf garbage from them, like the low Macs, ooh, you're going to get some slow systems. The other thing that people tell me is Macs don't get viruses. You're wrong, okay? Macs do get viruses. In fact, they made a video all about it at one point. You see, ladies and gentlemen, just because you're 5% of the market doesn't mean you're impervious to viruses. I use Linux, which means I'm like 1% of the fucking computing race that uses that shit on a daily basis. But I could still get a nasty package or a virus. See, the easiest way to get a virus is to do dumb stuff. If you're downloading stupid crap like, oh, here's Minecraft for free, you're probably going to get a malware on your computer, and that could happen to anybody, okay?
TJ Cox, a career built at the expense of others.
I'm a busy single mom.
I needed extra income.
I have a disabled daughter. App-based driving works for my family.
Drivers stay independent contractors.
Top 22 protects flexibility.
And offers wage guarantees.
Healthcare benefit.
Yes on 22.